to see that version of me. You see, it all works together. If the vision that I have of my best self is to be a motivating parent that is looking towards a bright future, all right, then I will then say, what can I do today to get there? And this scenario could be as simple as keep my mouth shut if I have something negative to say. It's something different for you, and you know in your heart what it is. Sometimes it's talking less and listening more. Sometimes it's talking more and saying the things that are on your heart and practicing boldness. Whatever it is, the planning stage. First, we gather our thoughts without judgment. Then we plan for what we're going to do next. And what does the S stand for? That stands for soar. After you've done this, you're ready to soar forward. You don't just tiptoe forward or tip your toe in the water. No, you're going to soar like you have wings straight forward on the path, exactly where you would like to go. Now, there are times when you're soaring forward and you realize, wait a minute, I need to adjust things. Well, that's why we repeat this over and over again. Once you're moving forward, right? Then you say, oh, I'm gathering some more information about this. I'm gathering a little bit more input. Now I'm going to step back and make another plan. It might be that your significant other comes to you and says, oh, wait a minute, I'm feeling really weird about this, direction you're going, or the way that you spoke to somebody, or, if you value their opinion, you'll stop. You'll gather your information about that. You'll adjust your plan, and then you soar forward again. This is a process we can do over and over again. It's solution focused. Gather is simply the very first step of what we go through to have a solution-focused mindset, isn't it? It's what is your best hope? Let's gather all the information about this. Plan is simply that next step of saying, if this was of truth in your life, what would need to happen to get there? And then what is something you can do right now to get closer to that? That's the third step. That's when you soar. So you can build a solution-focused, hope-filled life simply by having a GPS. GPS your life is what I call it. You got to GPS your own life. You can do that when you're ready to go somewhere. Well, why not do that about where you're going in your life? When I think about Maria, I think about how that conversation seemed to completely change the direction that she was headed. After our conversation, she began to take action for this goal, and she started having breakfast with her son every morning. She took the extra time to just eat breakfast with him. And it wasn't too long after that they started going to counseling together. And I can tell you, her son didn't have to go home another day because of bad behavior. In fact, in my conversations with him as a client, he felt more connected to his mother than he ever had. She was accomplishing that goal, that vision that she has of them being closer, and him learning what it means to be a man in this world. She's taking steps for that to happen, and it's making a huge difference. This can happen for you too. You do not have to allow your thoughts to swirl. You can stop them where they're at and say, what action do I need to take right now to move closer to where I want to be able to continue to have this hope grow within me? It begins to build you up in such a way where you just are more hopeful than you ever have imagined each and every day. This is something that can happen. Now, I am going to talk in a couple of weeks about a hopeful mindset and how we can even sometimes have a hopeful mindset even in situations that we feel like we can't change. I believe that our mindset it helps us know exactly how to approach a situation. It is true that when we're in the middle of a crisis, when we're in the middle of a hardship, you're not in a space where you can set goals. You're not in a space where you can even see a ray of sunshine. You're just not there. It's okay to own that and know that the hardship I'm going through right now, recognize it. It's robbing me of my hope. It's making it so I can't take those next hopeful steps. So in a couple weeks, we're going to talk about, maybe next week, I haven't decided. We're going to talk about what can we do to help our mindset believe that there is hope on the other side of all of the clouds and all of the dreariness, to know that the sun is beyond the clouds. We're going to talk about that. But as we wrap up today, I'm just wondering, what is it that pops into your mind that you're hopeful for your future? What is something that you hope to accomplish? Maybe something that you've tucked away in your mind that you haven't talked about. What's something that you know that your child can accomplish, but you've been so wrapped up with getting them in trouble for the things they do wrong that you haven't had that conversation with them, that conversation of success and hope and belief in them? I want to encourage you to have that conversation, both with yourself and with your loved ones this week. Don't let another minute go by without choosing hope, choosing the actions that help other people feel hope within them as well. I know that you will remember as you go, when you feel that little boost of motivation. I mean, I know I've scrolled on my phone and I see a motivational speech, Oprah has something and you're like, oh, that's so great. And we want to be really careful of focusing in on just watching things that make us feel good and forgetting that it takes us internalizing it and then us taking action to really make a difference in our life. So that's why I'm asking you, what are you going to take action on? What are you going to soar towards today? Well, you can do that with my journals if you'd like. If you feel like you need to journal about this and you need to really be encouraged to use this GPS system, you can hop over to Amazon, look up my name, CHERKRETZ, Cher Kretz, and you'll see my solution focused journals. You will see the preview of the ones that are coming and the ones that are already available to you. And in each and every one of them, oh my goodness, I'm going to disappear for a minute to show you. I'm back. A copy of them here. One of them looks like this. All right. And one of them is a blue copy that looks something like this. Both of these are going to have pages that remind you of how to use this format in your life. How can you keep yourself focused on that circle of gathering the information without judgment, plan and soar? You can do that by having a journaling book that you're keeping track of this, that you're holding your own self accountable. So you can hop over to Amazon and do that. You can also look in the show notes and I'll have a link for that. And I would absolutely love for you to join my email community. That's the place where I shoot out a hopeful thought, my thoughts of the day, my thoughts of the week, my thoughts of the month, to be able to help you to be inspired to be your very best self. If you'd like to do that, jump over to thefocusedmindset.com. And at the very top, you'll see join the email community. And I would love to have you. Also at the bottom of the homepage, there's also a place where you can jump on into that community. It's absolutely free. And we can always walk through this journey with the peace of knowing that we're in this together. It's not always easy. It's not so simple that we just walk along and succeed. It takes a conscious and concerted effort to be the people that we really, really know in our heart that we want to be. But it's not so hard when we do it together. So jump over to thefocusedmindset.com and join me there. If you're interested in coaching, there's information there on that as well. And we're going to move about this day. It's beautiful and sunny at my house. I'm in Southern California, so I could probably say that about most days. But go out there, no matter what the weather is at your place, and enjoy your life and make this day amazing. And until next time, keep in touch and take care.